It seems nowadays everybody has a Starlink or a Starlink Mini, but really no good way to mount it to the vehicle. TRIO, however, has probably the easiest, fastest, and most portable way to mount it. And in this video, we're going to talk about all that, so let's go ahead and dive into it. We're going to be showing you how to install the magnets onto your Gen 3 speed mount. It's going to come with 4 magnets and 4 bolts and an Allen key. Now to do that, in each corner on the brackets are going to have these half moon locations for the magnets. So you're going to want to have the side with the silver down. That way the rubber magnet section is going to contact your paint. Grab a bolt. We're going to start that on the other side. Now all you need to do is repeat that step to the rest of the 3 that you have. If you get the polycarbonate cover for the front of it, you're going to also get longer bolts, so that way you can install them in the very corner instead of in the location where the half moon spots are. So now I'm going to put in the other 3 magnets, and then we will show you how to install the Starlink onto it. Now we are ready to install the Starlink to the speed mount. So grabbing one of the mounts and the Starlink, we're going to slide it into the mount itself, and then grab the other one and do the exact same. Then we can line these 2 up, and then we will put the bolt and get that started. And then using the Allen key that they provide in the kit, you can fully tighten that bolt. Then you'll repeat that step on the other side. Now let's talk about the DC to DC converter. So what this will do, it will convert 12 volts from your vehicle into 56 volts, which is what your Gen 3 Starlink actually needs to actually power it correctly. So that's what this guy does, and you can wire it different ways. So on the leads here, we have a red and a black, so that'll be your power and ground. You can connect that however you like. For example, for me, I have a house battery in the bed, so I'm going to be connecting these guys to the bed and then plugging it into your standard Starlink plug here. If you want to run this all the way up to your starting battery, you can do that as well. However, it will only work when the vehicle is on, or you actually drain your starting battery and then you won't be able to start your truck up. So pick and choose whatever you want to do with the ends of these. They leave it blank, so that way you can connect it however you want. Now with the magnets on the back of the speed mount, you can pretty much mount your Starlink anywhere you'd like. For example, if you wanted to mount it on your hood, you can set it on your hood, plug it into your starting battery or however you want to power it, and then you'll have internet pretty much anywhere. Even with the actual solar panel on my hood, the magnets still work. However, they're not great, as you could tell, because there is something underneath it. And you can see that it's uneven here. And TRIO actually makes a swivel mount for uneven surfaces. So I'm going to be mounting this one on the top of my camper, which is completely flat. However, if you have uneven surfaces like this right here, you can use a swivel mount. So here is a side-by-side comparison with the Gen 3 and the Mini. You can see here the Gen 3 is massive compared to this one. This is maybe a third of the size of the Gen 3. So I like to use this one with the speed mount and the magnets, which I can actually move from one vehicle to another easily without really dealing with the bulk size of a Gen 3. The Gen 3, however, is better if you want faster speeds, and I would definitely recommend mounting this on something that's completely flat like the camper, or on top of your van or something like that, where it's going to be there for a long time and you don't have to move it as much as a Mini. So my old truck here has steel components pretty much throughout the entire truck. However, the 4th Gen Tacoma, the Ford F-150s, their hoods or almost all their panels are actually aluminum. So TRIO offers several different ways to mount your Starlink. One of them is using the VHB landing pads. The other ways are going to be the magnets with the rubberized coating on it, so that way it doesn't harm your paint. They also offer it with the metal disc as well. So if you do have an aluminum hood, you can put the metal disc down and then use the rubber padded magnets on top of that. That was a lot of information. However, TRIO actually makes another mount that I want to show you. And I want to show you a couple use cases on how I like to use their mounts. Now let's talk about the TRIO interior mount. So this right here is a metal bracket with 2 suction cups on the ends of them. And then we have the factory Starlink mount right on the middle here. And the way you would install it is you would just slide it right into the Starlink Mini, like so. Once it snaps in, then you can put it right on your windshield and then just use the suction cups to attach it to the windshield itself. And this is great for when you're driving. And then to power it, TRIO also makes a power cord. This is the 12-volt power cord. It looks a little bit different because I put this braided line on it. However, this is made by them. At the end, you'll have a 12-volt regular cigarette lighter socket. And then on the other end would be just the Starlink power. So you would just plug this right into the Starlink and then plug this into your cigarette lighter or your 12-volt power source on the inside. Now, the reason why I like the interior mount is for 2 reasons. One, it's for protection. So if you are worried about the elements outside, like rain and stuff, dust, having it inside obviously is fully protected. And then 2, security. So if you don't want your Starlink out in the open where other people can see it and they can get to it, this is great because it's inside. Once the doors are locked, it's secured. So you don't have to worry about that. And almost every car has a 12-volt plug on the inside, so you can always power it when the vehicle is running. So this here is the Starlink Mini speed mount. And you can see here, it has a few different things on it, like the polycarbonate protection cover here, and the magnets are on the corner instead of in the recessed half moon locations. So essentially, installing this is the same as the speed mount for the Gen 3. There's 2 pieces. There's a bolt on each side that will secure the 2 together. The only difference is if you have the polycarbonate cover, the magnets will go in the corner versus in the recessed area. And as you can see here, with the amount of dust and scratches on the actual cover itself, we've definitely put the Starlink Mini through its courses and it's been taking a beating. However, it's still holding strong. It's still all in one piece. I've actually dropped this a couple of times as well, and it's still working great. So you can see here, the speed mount size is dramatic. So if you have a Starlink Gen 3, this is going to be much better if you're going to be hard mounting it to your vehicle, like on the top of a camper or your van or whatever you're mounting it to. However, if you have a Mini, the Mini is way more portable. So you could literally mount it right here on your hood, have it powered to your starting battery or whatever you want to power it to. And then you can always move it to another vehicle that has a steel hood. However, like I mentioned before, if your hood is aluminum, like this 4th Gen Tacoma right here, the hood on the Tacoma is aluminum, so the magnets don't actually work. So in this situation, just like the F-150s, where their hood and pretty much the whole truck is aluminum, you would need to get the metal disc, put it down, that way you can actually attach to it and it won't just slide off. So like I mentioned before, I have put this speed mount through a lot and it's still holding together, but it is nice to know that they offer a lifetime guarantee on their products. That way, if any manufacturing defects or anything like that were to happen, I can go back to them and get a replacement. But no matter what kind of vehicle you have, whether that be a van build, a truck build, or a full-on expedition big rig build, they have a product for it. So it is nice to see that they are a very innovative company. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next time.